Good point, yeah.
How would you even manage 5 yellows? I
We played 6 games, so it's like 1 every game, isn't it?
Okay, so we have brooms up, Manchester versus Swansea. Swansea first at the ball, running up to blocked. Beat goes wide from Manchester there. Oh, we got a bit of. Oh, now that's a bit messy. That is a bit messy, but it's a Manchester turnover there.
That would be something like.
They got the ball. They got the ball.
That would get you probably banned for the next tournament as well.
Where are we now? Okay, Manchester back with the quaffle. I believe that is a Michael, though I couldn't say which Michael it is. Keeper just outside the zone there, making that beat good. Pass behind. Oh, good contact there from Swansea. And it is no good. Not 100% certain why, but hey, what have you? Okay, we are back with Swansea with the ball. Apologies for any choppy camera work today. It is not something I'm experienced with, even in slightest manner, but what can we do? Right, so Swansea are sauntering up the pitch, Manchester with bludger control, so it's quite understandable. Swansea taking 2 trolls round back, neither seem to be taking any attention from Manchester's chaser line, interestingly enough.
Jake, if they let you too close, just put it in.
Okay, Swansea's keeper real close. Oh, got some good hassle and beat by Swansea beater. Safe, managed to avoid that one. And, oh, no good, and it goes off the pitch for a Manchester retrieval. Loose bludger behind with Sergio watching it, not guarding, but Swansea managed to get it back to their keeper, number 9, who rolled it back. Interesting choice. Number 6, Manchester running through, taken by a chaser from Swansea, but manages to stand well. Oh, that was a good little stand by Swansea's beater. Managed to take that chaser out before they were able to even get the ball. Quaffle is back with Swansea's keepers. Well, I say keepers, there's only the one. Again, a nice little saunter up pitch. Manchester all back in position. I believe there is a Michael on point for Manchester. Sergio just popping one of Swansea's chasers. Apologies, the camera was following the quaffle. The beaters seem to be doing something over on the right side of the pitch there. Oh, to the ground from 51 from Manchester. Some scrappy beater play. Oh, and it is a rip from Manchester. One of the Michaels. They are beat on the leg and throw back. That is a turnover if I ever saw one. Apologies, I'm probably not supposed to be making stuff like that. That's for the refs. Okay, Swansea back up for a saunter. The score still stands at 0-0. Neither side managing to punch anything through. Manchester having consistent bludger control. Oh, that was a bit of a loose pass there. Well, loose pass, it was a failed shot from the Swansea beater. And this is a bludgerless opportunity for Manchester. Can they make something of it? Oh, manages to jump around the keeper. Avoid the bludger. Oh, can they? They do, and that makes it 10-0 to Manchester.
And that was tall boy keeper, number 6.
10-0 to Manchester. Number 6. Don't know if that's a Michael or not, but why not? Okay, Swansea a little slow to the reset there, letting Manchester get themselves nice and compact, nice and defensive. Manchester continuing to have bludger control. Swansea's beaters. There is one with a bludger escorting up the quaffle. Number 98 is currently trying to hassle the right-hand beater from Manchester. Sergio being left completely unbothered at the moment, though he is watching. Oh. Sergio blocks a bludger. Very nice block. There is a loose bludger behind, and Swansea's keeper is beat before they get too close to the ball. Too close to the hoop, sorry. There is another bludgerless situation for Manchester. Oh! Good tackle from the Swansea beater. And that's ripped. Oh! Bit of bludger play around by the hoops. Oh, and we have an injury. Let's not focus over there, shall we? Okay, so we have a confirmed head injury for the beater on the floor. I believe that's a Manchester beater. Oh, they're managing to sit up. That's very nice to see. Don't feel like pointing the camera right at them, so apologies if that's something you're interested in, but I think it's best we don't. They're calling for a sub currently, possibly a head injury. I believe the I believe the first aids proper were called to the pitch just to investigate this. Head injuries, you know. It just is what it is. Try and grab him a water, it's over by the chair. Thank you very much. There we go, that big one. Thank you very much. What's the time? So the score is just under 5 minutes, and we are currently standing 10-0 to Manchester. Not from a lack of trying for Swansea's part, just difficulty puncturing that defence. Very tight for Manchester, not being drawn out by Swansea's chasers at any point. 2 bludgers on hoops, very regimented, very mature defence. It's the sort of defence that will make a difference at places like Dev Cup, not being pulled into every possible beat opportunity you see and choosing the right ones.
You're quite a big guy.
No, they're taking some serious time here, so I am going to take another break and we will rejoin you once the game has started again. Back to broom call was just made, so we are returning. Manchester beater has subbed off for injury, understandably so. It was a legal tackle, but a very powerful one from Swansea. Swansea with the quaffle, Manchester with both bludgers still, although only one of them's being held at the moment. Oh no, they have their bludgers back in hand. Swansea number 9 goes round back, pops one. Quaffle is being pulled. 28 goes in for a tackle from Manchester, but number 11 goes through. Very nice, bouncing off of an attempted guard from Manchester, making that score 10-10. A very nice little shot from number 11 from Swansea. Sergio putting in a little bit of legwork, and I think, yes, that has got Manchester bludger control back. Very nice little play. Apologies that I was looking at the quaffle. Okay, Manchester, I'm not going to say staggering just yet, but they're walking quite slowly up pitch. Sergio being hassled by number 98 from Swansea. Oh, Quaffle's going through, Quaffle's going through. Oh, that was either a shot or much too hard of a pass, and it has, just avoided going off pitch, but it is Swansea's ball back to the keeper. Manchester still with bludger control, so I don't imagine we'll be seeing too much of a difference in their defence at the moment, which Swansea have had difficulty putting through, but with that last offence, maybe they found the holes they need. Maybe they found the holes they need, getting close enough that those shots will be on. Okay, number 98 making difficulty for Sergio this time. I say difficulty, not too much difficulty. Oh. They're making movements. Oh, 98 with his good hits. He's got a real tackle on him, he has. Takes Sergio down, takes the bludger. I would have said that was a B, but I don't think so. 50. Oh! No good. Goal is called no good. Manchester 51 managed to deflect that out of the way. Passes to 72. Oh! Number 28 with a little bit of over-the-shoulder contact there, but it doesn't look like anybody's taken any notice. Swansea 11 is beat out, and the quaffle is now with Manchester's keeper. Sergio trying to get bludger control back there, but getting beat out by 98. 98 from Swansea, making some really good plays at the moment. There was a lot of questionable contact there. But as we all know, if the ref didn't see it, unfortunately, it doesn't count. Oh, apparently a warning went to number 28 for over the neck. That is, at least something happened. That's a rarity. Oh, the quaffle is back with 72. But the bludgers are back with Manchester. Swansea's keeper now has quaffle control, but they seem to be subbing. Oh, 98 has subbed off, as well as one of the Swansea chasers. We'll see if this pair have the same sort of success rate. Number 9 is putting in a lot of work from Swansea, no discredit to her. Okay, they've had a little bit of a chat, they've had a little bit of a gossip, and we are moving on. Okay, oh. They're pushing. Sergio blocks. And as does the keeper, a very nice little block there. Swansea are currently bloodless, I believe. Yes, they are. So Manchester's going to make their push. Number 6 for Manchester, running through, dodges 1, dodges 2, dodges 3. No one's able to put a good contact on him, and it is through. Very nice. 3 chaser dodge, as well as, I believe, a bludger by the end of that, taking the score to 20-10 to Manchester. Swansea still without that bludger control. Number 9 has subbed off now for number 99. We can only see if that is... Well, we'll see what happens with that, won't we? Okay. A very slow game, this. Apart from the breakaways, which that's how it's supposed to be done, at least in some ways. At least in some ways. You'd like to think that Manchester, with regular bludger control, as well as a good bit of domination over the game, would be more aggressive, but... oh, that was a really nice one from 51. Just put his hand in the way. Knock that quaffle out of the Swansea carrier. Oh, we have another bludgerless. Oh, good tackle from the keeper for Swansea. Some good chasing there from both Swansea keeper and chaser, number 35. Oh, that was a bit of a push from Michael from Manchester. Bit of a push from Michael from Manchester. Seemed to be shooting at the bases of the hoops. A bold strategy that doesn't often play off. Oh. We have a timeout.
9:34.
We have a timeout at 9:34 called by Swansea. That is understandable. Now we have some bold speculation time for what Swansea are going to be talking about. So, talking to the table, what do we reckon? What do we think Swansea's plan's going to be for this timeout?
I think it's going to be beaters. Look at chasers. I think that's it. And that's what I'd be saying. I'd be saying, look, we don't have control 60% of the time. But these two, one of them, Sergio can run up. The other one is staying back. Take one, your unarmed beater, tackle Sergio. Don't let him get close. Other beater with a bludger, just focus on who that chaser. You know, if Sergio gets past you and get beat, oh well. But if you turn and try and beat Sergio, the chaser's game through no matter what.
So in case that wasn't heard by the mic, large strategy there is just take out Sergio.
10 seconds.
Just take out Sergio, stop him from playing the game, and then the chasers can put it through. Honestly, it sounds like a very good strategy. We'll see if Swansea had similar ideas. So timeout is coming to an end after a minute. That means Swansea have used theirs. Manchester still have to.
Apologies, could the speeding on less?
Thank you very much. Okay, we have 2:10 to Manchester. I believe the time was about 9.5. 9.5.
Now, what do I think? I think the Bees should back themselves to go on.
Okay, so both beaters. Oh, bold choice. Both beaters are pressing non-Sergio, but they did take them out even briefly. Sergio very cautious there. Oh, yep, Swansea have just got possession. That could be very important. Number 15, number 99. Oh, a nice tackle. For Manchester's chaser there, number 51. Oh, both of Swansea's beaters have been pushed back into their half. Very interesting. Both of Swansea's beaters have been pushed back into their half. Manchester's beaters nowhere to be seen at the moment. There is just a lot of back and forth with the quaffle. The chasers playing a lot of games. Oh, a lovely over-the-hoop pass. Executed gorgeously by the Swansea red-headed chaser, number 42. Caroline Norwich getting an excellent goal there. Nicely received, nicely executed. Oh.
So
And we have Manchester picking up the pace a little bit. Some energy on their offence. Nope, it's 2-2. Oh, Swansea's beater just pushed up against the quaffle. A lot of hassle there, very good. Very good. Oh, a quaffle turnover for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I think it was a pass back after beat. Number 8 got a good arm on the keeper there. Beaters pushing forward. One of the Manchester beaters just took out a hoop. Oh, some nice defence from 73 Manchester there. A bit of back contact. The goal is good, making it 30-20 to Swansea. A little bit of back contact, but even if it had been called, the card would be time served because of the goal.
Is it walking backwards out the hoop?
It looks like there might be a pinch of rain, so we're just going to shuffle back a little bit. Just to be on the safe side. It's not my camera, and I don't want to take any unnecessary risks. Oh, there was just everybody throwing bludgers there. Swansea's beater is beat. Manchester's chaser was beat. The beater arguably more important in that particular instance. Bludger control returns to Manchester. Manchester keep their quaffle. And so, all in all, that was a very smart defensive play from their beaters. I believe number 3 from Manchester turning and popping out that Swansea beater in an all-important call. Number 8, Chaser, making their way up pitch. 99 misses with a bludger, but it is returned to the Swansea's Chaser line, and they hold on to it, making Manchester reset. Number 99 going up to meet their bludger partner at the moment. Let's see if there's anything that's going to be happening with this. Oh, we can't even see that side, so I'm just going to shuffle up a little bit. Can we make out those hoops? We can make out those hoops. That's good enough. Okay. Oh, miss on that beat. This could be very dangerous. It goes over the hoop. It slows it down. It takes it out of its momentum. And Manchester have the quaffle as well as bludger control. Swansea's hearing from their coach, I believe, that was the right call, and I have to admit I agree. The time is currently 13:21, so the snitch will be on at some point, as Sam Davies mentioned last time. At some point. Swansea's beater is not making it easy for Manchester. A lot of great hassle there. Manchester's other beater is just stepping up to assist and takes them out. Number 6. Oh, some good intimidation from Swansea's keeper, number 11, on Manchester's keeper. Swansea's chaser just dodged a beat. Nothing. Oh, passes over to their keeper. The coach, I believe, is currently in the way of the footage, but the keeper is running around, and it is through. Taking the score to 30-30. Thank you very much. 30-30. Manchester maintain that all-important bludger control.
That is closer than I anticipated. Okie dokie.
It is 14:23 currently. Again, I apologise for the shoddy camera work. It is not something I am used to. Talking non-stop with very little thought into what I'm saying. Something more what I'm used to. Oh, Swansea's beaters are making plays. Number 9 putting in a lot of hassle on Manchester. Number 99, gets 36 on the back. Number 36 was definitely beat, but absolutely did not drop that bludger. But again, and that is through from the 16, making it 40-30 to Manchester. And as I was about to say, if the ref does not see you play on after beat, then you were not playing on after beat because no beat was called. Just a little bit of helpful advice. It's not pleasant play. We are currently on 15-23, and Swansea are making their way up pitch. Again, I do apologise for the particularly poor camera work. I'm doing my best. Okay, so Swansea's keeper is slowing their way up, but honestly, I can't say I blame them. Okay, 36 was definitely beat that time. Dropped the ball, went and touched the hoop, did the usual rigmarole, but kept the bludger control because they were right on that hoop. Oh, Swansea go for a shot there, manages to dodge a bludger, but didn't get it through. There's a bit of a scrummage there. Manchester's keeper comes away with the quaffle. Oh, and there is a whistle called.
16:08.
Here's the timeout.
Manchester have used their time out at 16:08. Okay, so 40-30. 40-30, Manchester calling a timeout, possibly wishing to stop Swansea's momentum there. They were getting a good bit of energy. This is very close, and Manchester have bludger control, so they're probably going to want to keep that snitch where they can see it. Keep a bludger on the snitch, stop it from going anywhere that they don't want it to. That could lose them a couple of quaffle points, though, so it's a bold decision, but it's the decision we all make. We have our snitch here, getting ready with Ashley Thomas, the snitch ref for this match. The Seekers were here, but then a timeout was called. So we're just going to wait for them to make a return.
10 seconds.
10 seconds before that timeout is done. The rain is apparently starting, which isn't great. It isn't great. Okay, so the teams are breaking apart again. The quaffle was up there in Manchester's keeper zone. Both snitches are down here waiting to go. We have number 18 from Manchester, and I cannot see the back of Swansea right now, but I will tell you what number at least. I'll tell you what number at least from Swansea is their starting seeker. Okay, Manchester making. Manchester pass over to 51, one of the Michaels, I believe. There are no bludgers currently. They're just doing a bit of a back and forth. Chasers to keeper, chaser to keeper, a lot of tackle. Chaser dodges a bludger, goes off pitch, but it is a return. That quaffle goes back to Swansea's keeper. I don't know if you can hear it, but we can all hear the Manchester keeper shouting, "Get back," repeatedly. It is a good call, honestly.
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the snitch is squatting onto pitch. Squatting a less than traditional movement style, but I respect the gumption. Manchester seem to have subbed out their seeker. I assume it's gender related, but it could not be. It may well be. Number 8 is the new seeker, and 98, the beater from earlier, is the Swansea seeker. Oh, a good little hassle there from, I believe it was Caroline. Oh, good tackle. Really good. Force that pass, drive them back. Quaffle gets passed over to number 77. Hand over here. Oh, loose. It is loose. I mean, kick into the own player. I don't know if you can see that. There are seekers in the way, but they are getting ready to do their job. Oh, 11 deflects a bludger. 11 deflects a bludger. There are none around those hoops, so he could go for a charge here. Okay, he goes out, takes one, takes two, and it is a score. There is a score, 40-40. The score is 40-40 as the seekers are released on the snitch. There are questions as to whether there will be a bubble. The current answer is no, with one bludger on hoops, the other bludger on the snitch. Strangely enough, a rarity for this particular match, Swansea have bludger control when the snitch comes on. That could be dangerous. Bludger control is important, but never more important than when the snitch is on the pitch. Oh.
Excellent.
There we go. Unfortunately, Swansea did a really good job with the bludgers there. Oh, that was so close to a beat from a distance there for Sergio, but it is still no go. Manchester's seeker is beat. Swansea's seeker, I'm assuming, is also beat. No, they stand there. Oh, a nice little attempt from number 8 from Manchester there. A nice little attempt. Oh, good beat from Swansea. A good beat from Swansea. Oh, and I believe, yes, that is a bubble from Manchester. That is a bubble from Manchester on the snitch. Chasers are driving though. Manchester's beaters all... Oh! No, that is no goal. That is no goal for Swansea. Manchester's beaters dedicated entirely to that snitch. Oh! And unfortunately, we were watching the snitch at the time, but Swansea have scored, taking the score from 40 to 40-50 to Swansea. 40-50 to Swansea. Manchester seem to be dedicating their time and bludger time to the snitch. Probably the right decision to make until they are 30 down, at which point they have 2 more goals they can concede. Manchester are taking it nice and slow, and a good beat there from number 9. Oh, Sergio is beat! Sergio is beat, and bludger control returns to Swansea. Bludger control. Oh, no! 98 gets the snitch a second after he is beat. He knows it. He threw the snitch. He was gutted. He was so broken by that. That moment of exhilaration. That moment of exhilaration before he knew it was wrong. In circumstances like that, the best advice is probably just to act like you weren't. But I respect the honesty. I really do respect the honesty there. Okay, so Swansea still have bludger control. They also have the quaffle up by the hoops, but I apologise. I'm going to be spending my attention with the snitch. Swansea just lost bludger control. Number 99 being swamped by both Manchester beaters. Manchester's seeker got sent back to hoops. We have a new seeker coming in. I don't think the snitch has seen them. Oh, just in time. Just in time. It is, oh no, it is number 8 again. Number 9 from Swansea making some good beats. Well, good on the seeker, but not so much on Sergio. Oh! Number 99 tried to beat Sergio on the forehead, but unfortunately Sergio caught it very handily. Very handily. Bludger control is still with Manchester. The score is 60-40 to Swansea, however. Swansea able to muscle through the quaffle while the snitch is being the centre of attention. Swansea got some good muscle behind them, Sergio being proactive, going up and keeping the seeker at the hoops. An interesting strategy. Okay. So Manchester still have bludger control. Swansea have got the quaffle. And let's see if we can catch this goal, yeah? Let's see if we can catch this goal, because they seem very reliable with them. Oh, some good bludger work from one of Manchester. But it goes through anyway, and we still didn't get that one. Unfortunate. But that takes the score to 70-40, and Manchester are in overtime range. I repeat, Manchester are looking for overtime now. Swansea 99 beats number 8, the seeker. But number 9 is holding their beater together, and it is a tasty little pop on the head. Which gives Swansea bludger control. Oh, that is Caroline, I believe. Number 42 puts in a good hit. Manchester's seeker has caught. If this is good, it is overtime. Some really good work from all involved in that catch.
How do you think overtime's going to go
if it goes to overtime, which it should, honestly, it looked good from here. I think that Swansea have a really good chance. They've got a... It is overtime.
If they put too much into the beat again, Manchester, they're just going to go out. Swansea will just get out through just big
Swansea have a dominant chaser line in this, able to push through quaffles when there are no bludgers in the way. But that said, Manchester's beater and seeker line seems to be very in control of this. Also, that said, Swansea ended with bludger control, I believe, but of course that means nothing at the moment. As bludger and quaffle get reset. The score currently stands at 70-70.
Are you happy with timekeeping for, do you know what to do? So for overtime.
Shout out every minute.
Shout out every
13,
minute.
15, 10.
Snitch is released immediately. Oh, sorry, after Brooks are up. 30 seconds after that, both seekers are released.
If you see a delayed penalty, stop the time. Is that still the case, as far as I know? Is that no longer the case? Okay, cool. Sorry, ignore me.
So in the last minute, shout 1 minute, 45, 30, 15, and 10 countdown. Right.
Oh, I love it.
So Swansea Manchester going to overtime. Score 70 start 70.
Because I'd say that Manchester,
Now overtime is 5 minutes. 5 minutes of extra play
without the beater,
where the snitch is released at Brooms Up, but the seekers are released a little bit later. I think 30 seconds. I could be wrong on that, but I think 30 seconds. We'll only have to see. And every minute the time is called out until 5 minutes, in which case it is the end of the game. And either the person with the highest score, well, the person with the highest score will always win. However, it does depend if the snitch is caught. If the snitch is caught, then that will end the game before the 5 minutes. However, if the score is equal, which isn't unlikely in this game, the score has been equal more often than it hasn't, then it will go to third overtime, which I believe is still first one to score wins. In which case, I would probably put it down to Manchester taking that, as their beta line have been very in control this game. Their beta line have been very in control this game. We'll just have to see how Manchester choose to prioritise their beaters. Do they choose to bubble around the snitch, which they were doing quite well. They got that snitch in the end in the last game. Well, I say the last game, it was the earlier part of this game. Or will they choose to prioritise quaffle play? They rack up 5 quaffle points. It's very unlikely Swansea will be able to overmatch that if they rack up 5 unanswered. We'll just have to see. We will just have to see.
I think I don't know. I don't know who I'd prefer to win.
So for some reason there are 2 snitches here. That could be a new rule for overtime. I'm not sure. Maybe each team gets their own snitch, in which case I would not envy whichever team got offered Claude. He has maxed out 1 game this tournament and took another to 42 minutes. So I would not envy the team that had to catch Claude. It would be a little bit unfair.
Okay. Well, this tool, it doesn't run very fast. It can be quite physical. Maybe that was just like on inside. And that kind of...
You're trained in Harris ball, so it's not an issue for you.
Just Harris ball.
The Harris ball scored a beating.
This guy's beta code is Tristan Harris. And their strategy when they play
Just kill them.
is just send all 3 bludgers flying everywhere and sprint around to try and get them all.
It's literally just press high and give the ball to goal. It's literally give the ball to goal. It was really enjoyable.
Yeah, I think I prefer Manchester to win, just because we were like 120 up against them, as opposed to like 70 up against Swansea.
How long was it from snitch release to snitch catch? Less than 5 minutes. That sounds about right, honestly. Manchester have been bubbling where Swansea haven't, and that got them the catch in the end. So. Oh, 100%, but he'd need to drive through 3 unanswered in 5 minutes.
I think they almost did that. Just there,
They did. It was 40-40 when the snitch came on.
Yeah.
It was 40-40 when the snitch came on. So, what we're looking then, if it's a repeat of what we just saw, we're looking at double overtime.
Yeah.
If Swansea get 3 goals and Manchester catch the snitch, as happened since the snitch was released last time, this could be double overtime. And I think I just saw the fear of God enter into Manchester's seeker. So hopefully that'll motivate them to get it quicker this time. Oh, we are ready. And unfortunately, number 35 is in front of the balls. Thank you very much, number 35. Okay, so Swansea. Oh, Manchester dismounts. Swansea gets the quaffle. There's a bit of a disagreement there. Swansea Seeker. Swansea Seeker is here.
Yeah. 15 seconds, Seekers.
Oh, you need to go there, please. Okay. Apologies for that. Just had to do a slight difference. Oh. Swansea Seekers and Manchester Seeker are being released. 2, 1, go! And there go the Seekers. Sergio is beat before he beat Swansea Seeker. Sergio was beat before he beat Swansea Seeker, but that might not be enough. Manchester's Seeker gets right in there. No. Swansea Seeker's gone. Oh, number 98 misses. Number 98 misses. But Swansea's keeper has scored. Swansea's keeper has scored. I'm curious as to how many he has scored this match because he seems to be the biggest boy TM. But Manchester's keeper now has the ball and is running at the hoops. Can they answer? Can they answer? They indeed answer. That makes it 80-80. 80-80 within the few minutes here. 80-80 within the few minutes here. Manchester are bubbling very efficiently, taking out that Seeker while guarding the snitch. It's some very nice work. The Seekers are nowhere to be seen, neither Seekers are anywhere to be seen. So I can understand the lack of urgency behind the Swansea beta lineup. Swansea's keeper is again sauntering it up the pitch. Oh, number 8 is beat by 98 from Swansea. But at the same time, Swansea's Seeker was also beat. Oh, and that was a very nice block by number 6, the keeper for Manchester, who now has the quaffle, is running it up. There are no bludgers in his way. There is one chaser who could, but they are not. They are not, unfortunately, able to keep pace. Unfortunately, unable to keep pace, and the quaffle goes through the hoop, making it 80-90? 80-90? Apologies, the recording was automatically stopped then. I'm not sure how long for. There is a minute left. Manchester lead 190. 190 with a minute left. Swansea need a goal. Swansea need a goal or they have lost. 45 seconds. Swansea need to score. Swansea need to score. And they do, making it 100-100. 100-100 with 30 seconds left on the clock. 30 seconds left on the clock. Oh, that Seeker is beat. They need to put this push in. They need to put this time in. 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is time! That is time, ladies, gentlemen, and my non-binary friends. And we are 100-100 going into double overtime.
This two has gone to double overtime.
Congrats! No one knows the rules for this part of the game.
To be fair, I've been playing for years and I've never been to double overtime.
I have been to double overtime once against Reading. They were pricks about it. We did lose, but even Tom Newton recognised that it shouldn't have gone to double overtime. The ref had miscounted. Oh, Chester. I have been playing with Chester for 7 years. Huh?
6 years and
No, 6.5. 6.5 with 6 months for Kiel. Okay, I am sorry, Daniel. I'm sorry, Daniel. I rounded up.
We're literally in the end game now.
Oh, I did not realise there was a snitch catch involved in this. I thought it was just goal. Ooh. So, amendment to my original point, there is a snitch released. There is a snitch released. So, again, it will depend. This could depend entirely on who gets the quaffle first. In the overtime we just saw, there was a very quick goal from Swansea. However, in regular time, there was a good while before there was the first goal. And I think Manchester got the first one. Manchester got the first one in regular time. So it will very much depend on what strategy they go with. We all go together.
right?
Yes. Everything starts. Yeah, the seekers start from the keeper. The keepers and seekers start on the line.
You ready to go?
They run out of it.
I'm so excited. You're back.
So much for having a nice chill game.
Are you ready for all the net contacts to come out now?
To be fair, it's usually just the first person gets the clock and the person scores. It's usually how most of these go.
Imagine if it ends in a
It was a good minute or two before they got their first goal in regular time.
Yeah, but most teams are just playing to score. Like.
I agree.
You're not wrong. I'm sorry for any footage that was lost earlier. I didn't realise that the camera had run out of battery for a little bit. I got it back. Got it back on. I'm not sure how much was missed, but honestly, you can probably guess what happened in the middle.
It's like the best game of the whole tournament, and you run out.
I can't help that, okay? This is someone else's equipment. This is someone else's stuff. It's someone else's charge. I've just been told to stand here and talk nonsense. He's with the other pitch, which is still going.
Both games still going.
I mean, Durham are currently stood on the pitch from what I can see. Oh, no. You got to go saunter out. Go saunter out. Come on.
If only we embrace technology now. It's still going 33 minutes. Yeah.
Bangor are beating Durham by 70 points. So I imagine Durham are defensive, seeking to drag the game out over on pitch 1. While over here we have a tasty bit of double overtime. Bangor just won? Oh, neat. So Bangor caught the snitch. There was no cold catch from Durham there, which means I believe Bangor go on to play the Unbreakables. Right, anyway, back to pitch 2. Swansea and Manchester are lining up very neatly, very politely. Oh my word. There are seekers on a starting line. I have not seen seekers on a starting line since 2014. No. That was the last time I saw it, because back in 2014 we had off-pitch seeking, which meant that the seekers started on the line and then went off and dillied about in the woods usually.
Ready for like literally 7-player net contact.
I would not be surprised, Daniel, but we are being recorded. Keep your crudeness away, thank you. Okay, there is a lot of excited noises coming from Manchester's sub-box. We are indeed in Manchester, so they may have a couple of fans or family members watching. I mean, I would like to assume that the family members are fans, but you can never tell, can you? I do not wish to generalise. Oh, we'll see. There are still games to go.
That's right. Best game so far.
Best game so far. Very right. I personally don't know if I would.
It goes on for 20 more minutes.
I personally think that a very beautiful game that's in range but doesn't go to overtime is better than a pretty intense but not really beautiful Quidditch game that goes to double overtime. There isn't, no. So, you know.
Ready for your day,
Yeah, just been mentioned on the time table. Literally a table where the time is being kept, that there is no time limit to double overtime, so we could be here a little while. Hopefully not, but it could be. It's always a possibility, and it's worth recognising as such.
End of the snitch catch, that's what we all want to see. Let's just slide past the snitch and grab her.
The snitch is doing a very good job, it must be said. Managed to go without being caught those last 5 minutes, whilst Manchester maintained bludger control. And I'll be honest. Yes. What's the rule?
Where seekers start. Question raised about whether they start in the box or on the line.
They
They start on the line.
Excellent.